Grab your blankets. Grab your nightcaps. Grab your beds and flip them upside down. And flip them once more so you can lay on the mattress. It's time to get comfy and cozy. And read a little story. Unfinished, like many masterpieces. Can't spell, but the idea gets crossed there, and you're right. So many masterpieces left, like Berserk, just left uncompleted, but still truly fantastic in its own right. Even in its uncompleted state, you can still get the feeling there of what it was meant to be. So this is this is Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. The little blurb here says, this is the sequel to Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. In the last chapter of the other book, Josh left Kate alone in the island. Will Josh go back for Kate? Will they survive and escape, or will they be trapped in an island forever? Well, read to find out. Chapter 1. Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Sequel to Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. Warning. If you have not read the first book, then I suggest that you read Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson first. Kate's POV. I woke up this morning and my eyes were red and swollen, probably from all that crying I did last night. I looked around and I was laying on a log in the middle of the island. I decided to go back to Kaitlyn's house. I was still angry at them both, but I was really cold and hungry. When I got to Kaitlyn's house, it was empty. There was no sign of Josh and Kaitlyn anywhere. Then I looked on Kaitlyn's clock, and it was only 7:30 in the morning. So I sat down on the couch and read a book, waiting for both of them to wake up. After a while, I checked the clock, and it was 2 in the afternoon. I must have lost track of time, but they should be awake by now. I went into Kaitlyn's room, and her bed was empty, and it hasn't been slept in. Then I looked in all the rooms in the house, and Josh and Kaitlyn were nowhere. Josh's POV. I woke up this morning with a terrible head, Aki, and I was in this room that I have never seen it before in my life. I stayed in the bed that I was in for another 10 minutes trying to remember what happened last night. Then after a while it all hit me. I remembered everything that happened. I gasped as I got out of the bed. How can I be so stupid? Kate is in the island alone now. I got out of bed and I found Kaitlyn reading the newspaper. Oh, hey, Josh, good you're awake, Kaitlyn said. She handed me a coffee. I'm going back for Kate, I said. What, why? She asked, surprised. 'Cause she's my girlfriend, I said. But last night we kissed, she said. Kaitlyn, I was drunk. I do a lot of weird things when I'm drunk, I said. Well, bye, I said, as I walked off and I left Kaitlyn standing there with her eyes wide and her mouth right open. I went to a shop and brought a boat. I didn't have any money, but people give me boats for free sometimes because I am Josh Hutcherson after all. I took the boat, the ocean, and I left the city I was in. And I'm on my way back to the island, back to Kate. Hey guys, this was the sequel to Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. I hope you liked this chapter. Sorry if it was short. It's because I'm a bit distracted by this movie called Deep Blue Sea, and it gave me some ideas for the next chapter anyway, so comment and vote. Bye. She hasn't lost a step. This first chapter truly really gets us right back in the feeling of what it means to be trapped in an island with Josh Hutcherson, or without in this case. Got put into cuck chair. Yes, Kate did get put into cuck chair. In the finale chapter of Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson, Kate, the self-insert OC of the author, was put into cuck chair by Kaitlyn, the self-insert actual author of the book. It got meta as fuck. It was absolutely wild. And this matches it. It maintains that idea of if you are waiting for a significant amount of time but not too much, it's always 10 minutes that you wait. That is there. It's got the Joshes, the extra words that don't make sense, and of course, the Kaitlyn, I was drunk. I do a lot of weird things when I'm drunk. He has so many good reasons, so many valid. Josh Hutcherson is valid. We stand Josh Hutcherson in this moment. He may have gotten drunk and he may have kissed Kaitlyn and left the island with her forever. But he does a lot of weird things when he's drunk, and he can't be held responsible for that. And he is being a good boy and getting another one of those free boats that he gets sometimes, even though he doesn't have any money. And he is going back to the island to save Kate, his girlfriend. I'm so titillated and so excited. I have to know what happens next. What happens next in Chapter 2 of Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson? Kate's POV. 2 days have passed and Kate and Josh were nowhere. I was really scared and worried. What if they left me on this island and they were never coming back? How am I going to survive in an island all by myself? Josh's POV. I have been paddling in my boat for like a day's far, and I'm around 4 hours away from island. After a while, the sky starts to get dark. It must be nighttime. I continued paddling, but then something ripped the paddle away from me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just a really big fish or something. I ignored it and got my other paddle and started paddling again. A few minutes passed, and the sky was now pitch black, but I just realized that the sky isn't black because it's nighttime. The sky is black because there is a storm. The waves started to get bigger, and it was pouring rain, and there was thunder. I have never seen a storm this bad in my entire life. It was really hard to paddle because of the waves. Then I saw a huge wave that is like the size of a huge house. It was coming towards me. I started to panic. All of a sudden, the wave went over my boat, and I fell out of the boat into the water. It's a good thing I'm a good swimmer. I land hard into the water, and the waves keep dumping me back underwater. I look around for the boat, and then I saw my missing paddle floating above the water, but it had a chunk missing out of it, like something bit it. If it was a fish, then it must be one hell of a fish to bite through a hard paddle. I grabbed the paddle, and then I found the boat. I swam to the boat, and cause it was upside down, tipped it back over and hopped in. It took me a while, but I managed to steer the boat away from the storm. The next couple of hours were normal until I felt something bump the bottom of the boat. I looked up and I saw dozens of sharks surrounding my boat. Kate's POV. I sat on a log crying. I try not to cry and to be strong and brave, especially for Josh. But sometime, as I just can't hold it in, and cause I'm all alone in an island, I can't be bothered to hold it in anymore. I wonder what Josh is doing at this very moment. He's probably making out with Kaitlyn or something, but at least he's happy and safe. The sky started to get dark and it started to pour, so I made my way back to the house. I sat on the lounge just thinking, then all of a sudden, lightning smashed the roof, and the roof fell down on top of me, and I blacked out. Hey guys, I hope you like this chapter. I'm so sorry. I know it's been like forever since I uploaded, but I've been bussy and stuff, but I promise that I will upload sooner, and sorry about the punctuation mistakes. I don't have time to edit this because my sister wants the computer. It sucks having to share a computer anyway, so comment so I know what you think. Bye. I don't know if my heart can take this. There's so much going on. Exactly, puppy, exactly. The panic, not like this. The swim. Swim, Josh, swim for your life. Oh my god, I can't believe it. But it's a good thing he's a good swimmer. If you remember, this is a callback to the previous story when he fell out of the boat from the previous worst storm he's ever seen. He was a strong swimmer, so he was able to save Kate then. And even though Kate sometimes mixes up her name with Kaitlyn, she's still very concerned about where Kaitlyn and Josh are. But Josh, after a full day of paddling his boat, is almost there. But so many sharkus surrounding. Dozens of sharkus. I don't know if he'll be able to make it, but hopefully he can. But I can't believe it. The roof fell down on top of Kate. Will she survive? She tries to be brave for Josh, but how can she? She am all alone on an island, trapped in an island. I can't believe it. Speaking of things I can't believe, hello, Alex. I can't believe you're here. Thank you for releasing the bees. Hello and welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. I hope your weekend is serving you well. You are here just in time for the finale of Still Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson here on our Fanfic Frenzy. And we'll roll right into that to see where this story leaves off and see what kind of conclusion we can have with these dozens of sharks. Chapter 3. Josh's POV. I screamed for help, but I realized it was useless. Because no one could hear me, there were like 12 sharks surrounding my boat. I started puddling again, trying to get as far away from the sharks as I could, and I got around 5 meters away from some of them, but then my puddle got ripped away from me again. Now there was no way to get away from the sharks because I couldn't move my boat. The only way to get away from them is to jump out of my boat and swim, but that is quite impossible because sharks are fast and they will be able to catch up to me. Help! I yell, but at that moment my boat was pushed underwater. I fell out of my boat and I was underwater. My boat was broken. A massive shark starts swimming towards me, but I swam above the water and gasped for breath. I started swimming as fast as I could, but it was no use. A shark was like 10 centimeters behind me. At that moment, I felt like giving up and letting the shark eat me. There was no hope in surviving, but then I remembered Kate. She's probably still trapped in the island all alone. For all I know, she could be lying dead somewhere in the middle of the island. A neos of an engine of a boat interrupts my thoughts as I look up and see a speedboat. Hey, you're Josh Hutcherson, a girl with blonde hair said. Yeah, I know who I am, I said through gritted teeth, because I was still trying to get away from the sharks. I'm Layla. Oh, my God, there's sharks, she said, just noticing the sharks. Yeah, I noted that, I said swastily. Here, jump on my boat, she said as I made my way to her boat. I tried jumping on it, but it was too high. I can't, I said. Do you have any rope? Yeah, why do you want to hang the shark by a rope? Because that won't work. The girl said. God, this girl was dumb. No, I need you to tie the rope to the boat, then throw me the other half, I said like it was the most obvious thing in the world. Oh, okay, wait, how do I tie a knot? I was about to reply, but I was dragged down under water. I looked and it was a shark. Blood adamantly surrounded me, and I realized that the shark bit me. Layla's POV. I tried tying the knots, but then I looked at the ocean. The ocean is so pretty. Wait, no, Josh Hutcherson is prettier. Damn, that guy is so hot. Oh, where, right? I'm trying to save him. Oops, I forgot, I said to myself. I tried to tie the knot, but I didn't know how to, but eventually I tied it. Yay, I tied a knot, I tied a knot, I tied a knot, I sang. Hey, Josh, guess what? Huh? Josh didn't reply, but then I realized that he was underwater and I was meant to throw him the rope. Oh, I meant to throw you the rope, I forgot. I throwed him the rope, but it ended up landing on my head. Where did the rope go? I asked myself. Oh, silly me, it's on my head, I said as I laughed to myself. I throwed the rope, but this time it landed right in front of me. Wow, I never realized how hard it is to throw a rope. No wonder why I always got a D for sports back in primary school. I throwed the rope again, and this time it landed above Josh. Josh's POV. My eyes were starting to drop and couldn't breathe. I was losing a lot of blood. I heard a splash above me and looked out to see a rope. I swam up and I holded on to the rope. Layla, pull me in. Layla was too busy daydreaming to hear me. Layla? Huh? Layla! I yelled. Oh, hey, Josh, I was just daydreaming about you in my daydream. You were dressed as the Easter Bunny. It was really funny, but even as an Easter Bunny, you still looked hot. Pull me in, I said, ignoring what she said before. Huh? What do you mean? Oh my God, just pull the rope. Why? She asked. Just do it. Okie dokie, she said as she started pulling the rope. She continued pulling the rope until I was in the boat, but when I was in the boat, she still kept pulling. Layla. Yeah? She replied. You can stop pulling the rope now. Oh, she said as she stopped pulling the rope. Josh, you're bleeding. Wait, I have something to stop the blood. What's it called again? You know that white thingy that you put around your leg and it stops the bleeding? Huh? A bandage, I said. No, it's not a bandage. What's it called? Layla, it's a bandage. Oh, well, here it is, Layla said as she handed me a towel. That's a towel, Layla, I said as I sighed and I just got the bandage myself. I would put it on for you, but I don't know how, she said, but straight after she said that, a shark bumped the side of the boat. Ah! Screamed Layla. Layla, move your boat, I shouted. I don't know how, she shouted back. I started driving the boat myself, and after a while we were away from the sharks and their storms cleared up. How old are you? I asked her. 18. Wait, no, 50. No, wait, I know this. I do, oh yeah, 17. I rolled my eyes. How do you do that? Layla asked me. Do what, huh? That eye roll thingy, Layla said. It's called rolling your eyes, Layla, I said with a sigh. Oh, right, I knew that. Is there anything you know how to do? I asked her. Yeah, I can put my whole fist in my mouth. Wanna see? Huh? Oh, no, it's fine, I said. We were silent for a while until she said, I'm bored. Do you want to go to my house and make out? I need to go back to the island, I said. Oh, that's fine. We can just make out there, Layla said. After a while, we were finally back at the island. Author's note. Hey guys, I'm so sorry that it took me like 2 months to upload this book. Was on hold for a couple of weeks, and then I had to write my other stories, and I had writer's block for this book. But hopefully the next chapter will be up in less than a month. Oh, and the picture on the side is Layla, who is played by Phoebe Tonkin. For those who don't know who Phoebe Tonkin is, she was in the movie Tomorrow When the War Began, and she is in the new movie Bait that came out at the movies today. She is also in the show H2O and The Secret Circle. If you guys have any ideas of what should happen in the next chapter, please let me know. Oh, I can't edit this chapter now, so I know there's a lot of spelling mistakes. I will edit it when I have time. Please vote and comment. Bye. And that is it. That is the finale of Trapped in an Island with Josh Hutcherson. The story ends with a new character being introduced just for the author to make fun of them for being stupid. I imagine that she either knows a Layla that she hates or hates Phoebe Tonkin. I'm not entirely sure what her deal is, but Layla is a dumbass and can't do anything right to a comedic degree. And there were a lot of spelling mistakes in there and a lot of extra question marks that don't need to exist. That was the longest chapter yet, I think, and it was all just because Layla's a dumbass. This is a happy ending. It may be a happy ending. We can find out, perhaps, Alex. Thank you, Pup, for the laughters. A couple parts of this just keep breaking me. She doesn't know. How'd she get out there? She doesn't know. She just got in a boat and just drifted off. That's so Layla. Damn. Layla! You're a dumbass now. Get off the boat, Layla! Give me that rope. Save me from the sharks, Layla! Hello, Gary. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for the Layla. Appreciate that. How are you doing? Hope you have a very good weekend, and hope you are doing well. Pleasure to see you. There is a comment here. There is a comment that has an unofficial ending that we could read. The actual ending of a fabulous and exciting Josh Hutcherson story. Chapter 20, Finding Home. The unofficial ending that skips several chapters. Narrator POV. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting hues of orange and pink across the sky, Kate stood at the edge of the shore, her feet sinking into the warm sand. The tumultuous journey she had embarked on with Josh Hutcherson was finally coming to an end. Josh approached her, his expression a mixture of relief and sadness. "Can you believe we made it?" he asked, his voice carrying a hint of awe. Kate turned to him, a smile playing on her lips. "I honestly wasn't sure we would at times, but here we are." They had faced countless challenges together, from navigating treacherous terrain to battling the elements, but through it all, they had found strength in each other. Josh reached out and took her hand, his grip warm and reassuring. "I couldn't have asked for a better partner in this adventure." Kate squeezed his hand, feeling a rush of gratitude for the friendship they had forged. "Likewise. Josh, I don't think I could have made it without you." As they leaned in, their lips met in a gentle kiss, a testament to the bond that had formed between them during their time on the island. Kissing had become a regular occurrence, a silent acknowledgement of the connection that had grown between them amidst the chaos. But even as they basked in the tranquility of the moment, a sense of unease lingered in the air. They were still stranded on an island, far from civilization, with no guarantee of rescue. Suddenly, a chilling voice pierced through the calm. "You may have made it this far, but your journey is far from over," it said, sending shivers down Kate's spine. Turning around, Kate and Josh found themselves face to face with an evil Kaitlyn, her eyes glowing with malice. "You thought you could escape me, but I will never let you leave this island alive," she sneered, her evil eye fixated on them. Josh stepped forward, his jaw set with determination. "We won't let you stop us. We'll find a way off this island no matter what." But just as they were about to make their escape, a voice from the shadows spoke up. "Be careful. There may be snakes lurking in the darkness," it warned, a sense of urgency in its tone. Kate and Josh exchanged a worried glance, but before they could react, the water nearby erupted with the presence of 12 sharks circling around them, their ominous shadows casting fear into their hearts. With adrenaline coursing through their veins, Kate and Josh knew they were facing their greatest challenge yet. But with each other's support and a determination that burned brighter than ever, they steeled themselves to the battle ahead. And as they walked off into the fading light, the island seemed to whisper secrets of survival and resilience, a testament to the enduring spirit of those who dared to dream and never gave up hope, even in the face of 12 sharks and an evil foe. And that is the unofficial end. I can accept that as an unofficial end. I feel like it loses some of the charm with its proper punctuation, spelling, and capitalization. But I think we can accept that as an end for now. Kaitlyn always comes back. So that's it. We can imagine that eventually, because he is perfect, or is he perfect, and he is full of determination and a very strong swimmer, Josh, the best boyfriend ever, found his way back to the island so that Kate would not be alone, trapped in an island without him. But instead could be trapped in an island with Josh Hutcherson. And perhaps they would kill and eat Layla because they would go mad and hungry and they needed human flesh to survive. We may never know, but we can presume that this was the story they lived on, with many, many kisses and many birthday wishes along the way. And Kaitlyn, that wretched, fetid bitch, was trapped in the mainland with no Josh Hutcherson, left to write her Josh Hutcherson fanfics and nothing more for the rest of her days. Thank you for joining me on this journey, on this adventure to find out what the truth of Josh Hutcherson really was. I will put up the next challenge later, because I don't want to do it now because I'm lazy. But our next Fanfic Frenzy challenge will be the Garfield fanfic, I'm Sorry, John.